Alright, we should actually be live. Just need to wait till this goes live here so I could press the pause button and be on my merry way. We should. There we go. Alright, so here we are. The final part of Metroid Samus Returns. Yeah, we already beat the game like 2 parts ago. However, we're going for 100%. We're going for 100% right now. And, well, there's a little bit to go. We have 3 areas left. We did the surface in areas 1 through 5. Now we're in area 6, 7, and 8. Anyway, where was I going? What's my game plan before I go anywhere? Alright, I am going first off to... guess I go to the bottom... let's go to the top left, actually. Looks like there's a lot up there that I missed. Yeah, top left, here we go. That is 50% of this area. Not 50% of the entire thing. That'd be ridiculous. Yep, there's a couple items I missed in this area. What, they're going down at 4 health? How the crap did that happen? Crap. Well, I'm back here again. Keep on falling for those stupid bombs. Weedle Twin Needle, how are ya? I'm just gonna save here. And it's not just about this game either. If you mention any spoilers about any other game, try and go upon some kind of loophole thing that's a joke, that doesn't work. It is quite weird seeing someone call me Chris. Not really used to that, to be quite honest, on streams. I'm trying to figure out how to get to this one over here. Okay. That drops down from that. Oh. I didn't even see that door, because I'm an idiot. Oh, I know we used to talk. Yeah, I know that. Stop, stupid thing. All right. I like the Big Win series. It's actually very fun. I enjoy it. Well, I didn't actually play the 2D version because it didn't look like it was going to be very good. And so far my predictions look correctly. Hello again, Screamo. Alright. Let's see, where should I teleport to next in here? There's a whole lot of stuff in here I missed, so let's see, is there an energy recharge station somewhere? I see an ammo recharge station. That's definitely not what I need. Uh... dang it. There's another weapon over here I need to get. But first I want to recharge my ammo. Tempest is an old arcade game that Atari used to make. It was good times. Hooray! Well, that was a fun little puzzle. Probably a couple items over there to the left. Ah, dang it. I fell for the same thing again the second time. I'm just gonna save real quick. There's so much I need to do in like 1 month. Like actual personal stuff, not like YouTube videos or anything like that, like actual legit stuff. Ow. Oh, that's a thing, isn't it? Ow, flip. I don't know. Like, I'm not really in the mood to. I really have to pick and choose what games I play anymore because personal life, especially married life, is getting busier. So in that regard, um, Mario & Luigi Superstar Saga Remake doesn't really seem that appealing to me to where I really have to like get it or something like that. That's just me personally. I don't know. I'm sure there's probably a lot there, but oh, can't go that way. Alright, so got 100% in here. Now, only 2 areas to get 100% in now. Only 2 more areas. Alright, let's see. Where's the game plan here? 46.2 in this one. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff, including that door that's like right there to the top. There's a lot of missing stuff in this area. My goodness. Well, so begins. Let's start with the top of the basic here. Guess you have to actually enter from another side. Actually, hold on. Just as I thought. Doesn't seem like there's anything in that room, though. Huh. Interesting. Where is this going to take me? One missile upgrade? That's it? All that for one missile upgrade. Oh. Wow, how did I miss that? Oh, yeah, that was for another. That was already for an item we already got. My bad. Wait a minute, I went the wrong way. Dang it. Fun fact, you have to do the same thing with WarioWare Twisted. No, I didn't want to. No, dang it. Dang it, I can't... Oh, wait a minute. I know what I'm supposed to do. I got it. There we go. Wait, was that a missile expansion I see just like sitting there underneath the Metroid? Definitely gonna be getting that real quick. Ow. Okay, that didn't work either. Huh. Oh, right. Hold on real quick. Hello? Hey Dad, what's up? Alright, I'm back. Going down here, what are we going to see? I really never understood the hate for Metroid Other M. The game was by no means perfect, but I actually enjoy the game a lot more than, say, frickin' Federation Force or Hunters. I mean, Metroid Other M was by no means the worst game I ever played. There were far worse Metroid games than that one out there. But people just seem to hate on it for some unknown reason. I don't know. Yes, the storytelling was awful. No one will ever deny that. But when you look into it, the story isn't bad itself. But Oh, there's a lot of stuff over here I did not explore at all. No, Federation Force was definitely not a fine game. Put it this way, it just doesn't. It's probably the only game me and MJC didn't actually finish. And how about them bosses? I mean, the final boss is. I'm. Never mind. I'll just. Oh, come on. Let's see. Where am I going? I looked up the final boss of Metroid Prime Federation Force out of pure curiosity, wondering, well, I never finished the game. Maybe there's some. I was starting to see what I would have experienced if I finished it myself. And, well, there wasn't much at all. In fact, if I didn't know that was the ending, I would have been very ticked seeing that myself. Anyway, where am I going? Huh. Whoops, wrong ability. The final boss of this game was awesome. I loved every moment of it. That kind of worked. Now, when you say final boss in Zero Mission, are we talking about Mecha Ridley, or are we talking about those red space pirate things? Because I didn't honestly think Mecha Ridley was that bad of a boss. Oh, we got 100% of this. Oh, well then, yay. Didn't realize I got to there. My least favorite genre of video games. Let's see. Jump scare. Does that count as a genre? Horror is different than jump scare. Horror could be legitimately terrifying, but they don't need to just add in, oh look, this thing's gonna pop out of nowhere at you to make it scary. And unfortunately, a lot of newer gamer developers don't know this. Yes. Alright, that's enough of that. Okay. Stop doing that to Nago. He doesn't like that. Stop it. No, he doesn't. Yeah, when he comes a full year, let me know. There were several Metroid game final bosses that weren't very good. Metroid of the Realms just didn't even make any sense. It came completely out of left field. Let's see. Metroid Prime 3's was completely underwhelming. Like for something that would be like the leader of Phase, like I was expecting some kind of giant Phazon monster or something, not Dark Samus again, and some type of Aurora unit that they somehow took all the way from the Federation troop and put it on How do they even do that? Like, it wasn't even that good of a boss either. Like, it's just, let's see, other bosses from the Metroid series I didn't like. Gorilla from Metroid Prime Hunters, that the first phase was alright, but the second phase didn't seem like it did much of anything. It literally just floated around until you actually shot it. But I would say that one wasn't too bad. Metroid 2, the original, the boss literally froze in place whenever you shot it, so you didn't even really have... You could shoot it with like 50 missiles at a time before it even attacks, because it freezes like instantaneously. The only time you have to move is when the mouth gets a little bit too close to you. Area 8. Metroid 1 I'll simply give a pass because of the limitations for the NES. My favorite genre of video games that's become a lot more prevalent recently are first-person adventure games. Well, actually, no, Metroidvania is my favorite series, but I also love first-person adventure games too. Wow. Okay, forgot that those things can be destroyed very easily. We're in the final area now. Energy tank. I definitely need that. Oh my goodness, do I need that. Dang. Oh, troll blocks. I mean the final boss specifically. Like, you were expecting all, and the boss you were expecting to fight this entire time, you don't even fight. This is what I'm afraid to say in Other M. It's like you're all expecting to face Ridley one last time. You see it like busted through the wall. You walk in, it's like, lol, no, here's this boss. What? Okay, I wasn't expecting this, but this is a cool boss, I guess. Now, the secret boss was pretty awesome. That caught me off guard, but that caught me off guard in a good way. What got me to buy Castlevania Dawn of Sorrow originally? I don't know, I heard a lot of good things. Said it was a good Metroidvania game. I'm like, let's go in and see what this is. I heard good things about the Castlevania series, and I played that game to death. I collected every single weapon combination, collected every single soul weapon. I did literally everything I could possibly do in that game. I even leveled myself up to level 99 just because I was that bored of that game. Who remembers Brawl's family? Ah, classic. Unfortunately, now it's dead, so that's all there is to that, I guess. Let me go save real quick. The author is now a game developer and a music artist person. Alright, there's nothing else in this area, so I'm just gonna go ahead and move on. See, it could be Dark Nebula just for the fact that um they did say purple smoke, like Dark Nebula gave off purple smoke when it possessed things. And well, what do we see surrounded by all the bosses so far? Purple smoke. So if they bring back Dark Nebula again, but give it like a real battle, I'd be completely okay with that. That'd be kind of cool to actually see like a redemption for him. Because honestly, Dark Nebula did not make a very good first appearance. If they find a way to like bring it back while making fans actually enjoy him, that'd be kind of cool. How did I miss that? And that's 100%. I would still say Yin Yarn is the worst final boss in the Kirby series. He barely even fought you. He made, like, Yarn versions of characters you already fought, but easier, and, I mean, what did he do, exactly? I mean, in Epic Yarn, all the original bosses, you could tell that they could have done so much, but they didn't. Let's see. Other honorable mentions go to, let's see here. Other honorable mentions. Darkcrafter was kind of a joke. Once you, except at least he had the decency of being difficult to no-hit for the 100% bonus. Alright. If you don't want to, if you have not seen the final boss yet, I would suggest turn away right now and just close off the stream. We got 100%. All I'm going to be doing now is fighting the boss one more time and then showing off the Chozo memories. But, Yin Yarn didn't really have good music. Yin Yarn just had a remix of Kirby 64's theme, boss theme. Not even like, he didn't even have an original theme. And you couldn't even hear it with all the pinball music in the background anyway. Had to remember the move pattern all over again. Yes, Brittany? Kind of in the middle of a boss fight. I kind of like how this game ties, I like how this game ties together the Metroid Prime series into Metroid 2 with, how he still has his, like, his, metallic cybernetic attachments on him and everything. How he's, like, breaking free from them. I think that's pretty cool. I need to stop playing, so, just because I have a lot of upgrades doesn't mean I can play stupidly, which is what I'm doing. It's like I forgot, like, all of your, I just forgot to watch out for, like, all of your attack patterns. Ah, dead. No, I don't want. Ah, dang it. Ah. And I even noticed that there was like a counter move after the Metroid sucks off some of Ridley until like that time. I'm like, wait a minute, I could counter this. Wonder how that looks like. Yeah, I'm sure Ridley is completely dead this time, and definitely not, definitely not a Super Metroid or Other M or Metroid Fusion or I don't know. What kind of BS way, if they ever did make a Metroid Dread, what kind of BS way would they get Ridley back? Let's see. They brought Ridley back in Other M because it was like a Neo Ridley, a Ridley that didn't realize was Ridley that grew up into Ridley, and Metroid Fusion took that Neo Ridley and had an X form of that because the X took over the skeleton of it, destroyed the old skeleton, and made its X form. So what kind of BS way would they bring Ridley back into Metroid 5? Because Ridley was officially canonically dead and killed in Super Metroid. They make constant references to this in Metroid Other M, which is why when Samus saw Ridley back again in Metroid Other M, she flipped out like crazy and her PTSD kicked in because she thought she was finally rid of Ridley once and for all. But they didn't really explain that at all in the story. They could have fixed that by just saying, instead of Samus just sitting there going, Ridley, they could have said, Ridley, you're supposed to be dead. I killed you before. Permanently. How'd you come back? But no, they just made all fans confused and just say that they made Samus a whiny character. Because, well, with the way they told the story, it sure looked that way. But, whatever. I just want this game to sell well enough to really do make another 2D Metroid game. I do not want this series to die. I cannot stress that enough. I love this series with every ounce of my being. If Metroid Prime 4 ends up being the last game of the series without getting a true sequel to Metroid Fusion, I would be very, very sad. But I would be glad at least that if a series does die after Prime 4, I'm hoping it at least ends on a good note. I just wish there would have been a Metroid 5. So after the credits, we'll go ahead and take a look at the Chozo memories and see what kind of things we have to expect there. Best final boss in Metroid? I I don't know, the Emperor Ing was pretty boss in Metroid 2 Prime 2 Echoes. That was a pretty awesome final boss. Metroid Prime was an awesome final boss too, which is why Metroid Prime 3's final boss was just so utterly disappointing. Uh, as I said before, about games, I would have if I knew this game was this long, I probably wouldn't have streamed it, just because of how long this game ended up being, about 14 hours for 100%. That being said, I wouldn't, when it comes to longer games, like games that have a lot to do, like Breath of the Wild, I don't like streaming those. I like playing those in my own casual time to sit back and relax. Mario Odyssey looks to be huge, so I highly doubt I'm going to be streaming that game because I want to enjoy every ounce of that being to myself, especially if there are spoiler stuff I did not know about in that game coming back, which people can't keep themselves anymore. We already saw this cutscene, but those who haven't, and thus the segue into Fusion exists. I just hope they make an actual sequel instead of another remake. I'm okay with this remake being made, but the last two 2D Metroid games we've had were both remakes. I don't want a third remake. Fusion was perfect as it is. I want them to move on at this point. But anyway, let's take a look at this. You have reached the milestone of item collection completion. As a result, new art has been unlocked in the art gallery. Chozo Memories. They're just pictures, no words or anything? Okay. I guess it shows the Chozo. Well, obviously, they're Chozo Memories. Shows him exploring, looking at, looks like this type of energy there. Collecting energy. I hope you're right, GameCube player. I hope you're right. And now they see the X, and what kind of a big threat they are. It looks like they're working on something, though. Something to counteract this huge problem. And thus they created the predator of the X, the Metroids. Originally helpful creatures to help bring balance to the civilization of SR-388. And thus, it looks like everything is in order. But it looks like things have gotten a little bit more crazy here. And they've created seals to lock off SR-388 from the other Metroids. Thus, they protected themselves and sealed away the Metroids. What? Huh. 2D. Hmm. Looks like they're facing a little bit more trouble. But that's it. That's all of Metroid Samus Returns. So with that, we are done. Thanks for watching. This is a great game, and I really hope we don't see the end of the Metroid series. I hope this make more 2D Metroid games, because my goodness, it's been so long since I played one, and man, it's just as good as I remember. Anyway, that's gonna be a good game.